Hi guys, what's up guys? Today guys, I'm gonna be showing you why I'm gonna be showing you guys why 94% of China's population lives east of this line, but only 6% of China's population lives on the west part. But anyways, if you enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a like on. But anyways, let's get into the video. Okay, so if you don't know what this line is called, it's called the He the Heihe. I think it's the Heihe Tenchong line. I'm not very good at my pronunciation, guys. So please let please just know that. Okay, uh, so so you can see that there's lots of cities you've probably heard of that are that are that are east of this line, and the reason why it's got the no, it's not spelled this, it's spelled this. The reason why it's called the Heihe Tenchong line, the Tenchong line, guys, is because it divides. It's like an invisible line that stretches from the city of Heihe in China to the city of Tenchong in China. So it connects. This imaginary line connects two cities. Well, it doesn't really connect, but yeah. So it technically like connects like two cities. This imaginary line, and it makes like this, like the eastern part of China, uh, have a lot more people than than the uh, than the western part, and I'm gonna be telling you why. And like the three main reasons is its climate and geography, and also it's also because of its resources and its culture. So okay, so I'm gonna be comparing these two sides. They do both have their pros and cons, but 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 the eastern part of China has more resource. It has like a better climate because it's flat uh, and it's not too warm enough, but warm enough to grow crops. And this is basically how Eastern China started to thrive, while Western China uh, had like many deserts, like the Gobi Desert, and it was very hot and dry, and it only had like a few rivers going by it, unlike the lots of water that the Eastern China has. The Western China didn't really have a lot of water. It was very hot. And then in Tibet, the mountains go really high, so in the summertime it reaches up to a high of 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit, and it also reaches a, a, a cold in the winter of negative 40 degrees Celsius or negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, yeah, basically like they're the same thing. They're basically like the same. So negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, yeah, and if you don't know, then those temperatures are very hot, which is 113 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius, and and pretty cold, like the negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit or the negative 40 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty cold and hot in the Tibet areas, but they're but just by only having like a few bodies of water here and there, and just having a few rivers, it actually gives plenty of water, surprisingly, and also surprisingly, they're pretty good at the oil industry, and their rivers managed to feed water to several other neighboring China. Yeah. So it gives water to other countries that don't really have that much water. And yeah. So and and uh, and also its ethnic groups. So the eastern part of China is mostly comprised of 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 Chinese people, or like the Han Chinese people, which are like Chinese people, and then the western part is a bit more ethnically diverse, and and uh and one example of that is the city of Urumqi. Uh, Sorry for my bad pronunciation. In China. This is on the western side, and it has and it's more culturally diverse and ethnically diverse. So so uh so Urumqi has Han Chinese people, like the normal Chinese people. Then they have Hui Chinese people, who are like Chinese people who believe in Muslim. And then there's the sorry for my bad pronunciation, the but the uh I think it's pronounced the Uyghurs, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I think it's pronounced Uyghurs. But they also have the Uyghurs, which is a Turkic ethnic group in Western China. Okay, so yeah, they're pretty ethnically diverse, and it also includes Tibet, and it also and yeah, if you don't know what Tibet is, it's like an area in China that's like that Tibet claims that they're like, I think they're separate from China, but China claims otherwise. But its capital, Lhasa, is pretty. Uh, its capital, Lhasa, is pretty big. Like how big it is. I don't know why, guys, but literally like every city in China has to be at it has to be over 1,000 kilometers in area. Like, this is just the average size. And the biggest city in China by land size, not and unsurprisingly, the biggest city in the world by land size is Ulaanbaatar, which is on the western side, and it's also like it's also pretty northern. It's one of the northernmost cities in China, and yeah, it yeah. This is 264 kilometers uh in area, and it's so big that you can see it all. You can see it all the way zoomed out. Like, look, I'm all the way zoomed out. You can see it, and I can literally see it. And this is literally bigger than the country. This is bigger land size than the country of Kyrgyzstan, of an area of 200,000 square kilometers. Yeah, it's pretty big, and it's bigger than a lot of countries in land size, which is just insane. Yeah, yeah, so Yeah, and so. But anyways, this is gonna be okay, guys. So before I end this video off, guys, if some of you for the entire video were wondering what's the population of each side, the western part has the exact has around the same population as Germany at 84 million. That may seem a lot, but that's only 6% of China's population. So that means that people in the eastern part of China, the eastern part of China has a population of 1,316,000,000, which is literally 94% of its population, despite Eastern China only having 47% of the entire of China's land size compared to Western China's 53%, which is astonishing. But given the geography, climate, the resources, and the culture, it doesn't really surprise me. But at the same time, it pretty much surprises me. And and in the city of Xi'an, sorry for bad pronunciation, is is a it is a city in China, and you're probably wondering what about it? Well, it's actually pretty close to Western China, but it's actually not. And and Xi'an is actually in Eastern China, but Lanzhou in Western China. They're only a 7-hour drive away. Yeah, that's how close they are. And yeah, so this is Western China, then this is Eastern China. But anyways, this is gonna be the end of our video. Bye guys, bye.